Hey all, here are some thoughts on how we can handle login and sign up in Saving Satoshi. So very first thing was that I added a little profile picture here in the top corner of the navigation. So this is the navigation when you're in a challenge or a chapter. You can also see it up here. So here, for example, you can see that I'm logged in. When I'm not logged in, it just shows this little outline of an avatar. Okay, so how do we do this? So the way that we're not really logging in a traditional sense via email, password, and whatnot. We're really just giving people a code. And the purpose of the code is really just to save and load progress. So how about we just frame it that way? So after the first chapter, or maybe after the first challenge, we could say here, save my progress, continue without saving. So as a user, I'm just pumped to get going. I achieved something. I want to make sure I don't lose it. Kind of logically, it makes sense. So our first challenge is this series of screens where we type in, we do a little bit of hashing. Hold on. Yeah. No, we actually just retrieve a little bit of information. We put some code in here. It's all fairly straightforward. It shouldn't take users too long. And then at the end, I would get this prompt here to save my progress or continue without. Maybe we could also repeat this little avatar picture here in this button, so that way the user can kind of identify it or make the connection. So let's say I want to do this. I would get this overlay. I would just handle it as a modal, so we can prompt it from anywhere on the site without losing context or whatnot. So here, want to save your progress, copy and store simple code to save and load your progress on any device and browser. If you already have a code, load your progress here. So that's a link to this sign-in modal. Then I pick my avatar. We could have 5 or 10, 20 here, different ones. Then that's kind of the personalization touch that may also come in later on once there's multiplayer. Then back up my personal code. I see this text here. I can copy it, and then it says all set. Code copied, backed up, done. And maybe this should also say save or something like that. And then when I press copy, it gives me visual feedback here. Let's say I want to load my progress. Here, enter your personal code to restore your chapter and challenge progress, as well as for avatar. No code yet. That links back to the register modal. Then I enter my code. I press load my progress. It says loading, and then it shows my profile image here, my avatar. Progress loaded, and you're all set to continue with chapter 3, challenge 2. It picks up where I left off, and then I press continue. And then we can decide whether we just keep user on the page that they were before, or we actually take them directly to where they left off. So that's kind of my first draft of this functionality. So please share your feedback and let me know what you think.